Hello, YouTube. Welcome in, everybody. Dracs Fantastic here. We're playing Vintage Story today. We're going to be playing on my multiplayer server that I have running, and it's pretty long in the tooth. And most people have already built a bunch of stuff and have moved on to the next game, but I'm the slowest gamer in the world, and I'm also a streamer and, you know, working and doing all these things. So I always end up like coming in, playing really hard for a few days. Everyone else keeps playing, and then I have to like do 6 other things. So we're back today. I want to work on the kitchen in my build and just kind of do some chores around. And this is, if you don't remember, this is an island survivor. This is an island survivor type map, and there's lots of water and a boat. I think my plan is to sort of work on the kitchen, sort out some of our food, and then I wouldn't mind getting in the boat and sailing around and doing some stuff. So let's see how that works out. Should we check here? You know what else happened today? There's a lot of stuff that happened today. Our friend, and I mean this in the loosest possible manner, our friend Alan Greenspan died today. All right, where is it? Where is Drax? Where is he? Why is this loading so slow? There he is. I missed the water wheel screen they had a few weeks ago. Yeah, they kind of just moves around. Like this is more like summer like this screen, right? Multiplayer, Dracs server. I was in here earlier to make sure that this was like okay. Hey! Perfect. Perfect. I'm so glad that that bug has been fixed. That's the, if you load a single player game and then load a server, it crashes. I thought in some version of this game recently they fixed that, but I guess not. I guess not. Oh, look at this. If you're on YouTube, this is the thumbnail picture. That's the thumbnail picture. Can you not just pick these up? I guess not, huh? Whoa! For those of you that don't remember, I'm living on the side of a hill. Look at there's a bunch of animals down there. Look at that deer. And it's a cute little side of the hill house that I've just been slowly like reworking. And the last time we played, we did the storage, which I said, oh, hi, Nox. I said I was going to clean up, and we still might. Like, I love this little storage room. I think it's wonderful. I think it is a delight. It is a delight. And then we've got barrels. Oh, we got leather barrels. And out back here, we've got some pit kiln action. Upstairs, there is... I've put my lantern down somewhere. Anybody see a lantern on the ground? Oh, I bet that's it, actually. That's my lantern. That's my lantern! Did I do another one somewhere? It's gonna be really dark. And then upstairs we did... Oh, look at how fancy that is! We got a little windmill action here with the new like in the block windmill action, and a smithy upstairs with a nice little outlook. This is one of my favorite. This is one of my favorites. One of my favorite builds. Not gonna lie. We can make more tin bronze. I can't hear that. Can you hear that? Oh, I can barely hear it. Could be that I just don't have the game up loud enough. I can barely hear it. Popping in to say hello between meetings. Hello. Hi, Kat. How are you? How's your Monday? How's your Monday? Thank you for saying hello. Thank you for saying hello. All right, so the only lantern I had... Did I not put it on the Hold on, I think all of my mods are off too. The only lantern I have is on the wall in there, so we either gotta take that off of there or put it back on. Some of these, I was filming something for this other video I'm making, and so I took everything off. I might have taken off. No, it's on. Weird. I wonder if it doesn't work on the server. This playlist is something else. This playlist is something else. Can we start a mix from this and see what happens? I don't think it works. I don't think the I don't think the mod I have for the thing works if it's not also installed on the server, and that kind of stinks. That kind of stinks. Huh. Huh. Yeah, I've been doing this new storage tweaks mod, and it's absolutely fantastic. But I guess it needs to be on the server for it to work, so we'll go back to our other one for now, I guess. Monday is Mondaying, thanks. I took a day trip into Boston last week and experienced the Tartan army invasion firsthand. It was great. How many Scottish people did you run into, Kat? Like, were you like, holy shit, that's a lot of Scottish people? The Tartan army. One of the most friendly, traveling soccer groups there is on the planet, right? I got a bunch of rot on me here. They were everywhere, and a traffic cone for every statue. I just, like, that's amazing to me, right? And I haven't even seen hardly any of it. Some people have passed pictures along to me about it, and I've heard, obviously, but like, I don't really participate in social media as much as everybody else does, and so like I've seen very little of it. But so many people have told me about it. They cleaned up the city and raised money for charity too. Of course they did. Of course they did. Those zany Scots. Those zany Scots. Well, that's wonderful. I'm guessing you didn't go into there just for that. You went in for another reason, right? Right? I'm ready to do this redo of the kitchen. This is sort of where I left it. This is sort of where I left it the other day. So like that's why I'm doing this, because I wanted to finish this. Papyrus, slate, cattails, granite. All right. Yeah, I think we're going to do, I don't know, like, I'm almost tempted. See, there's a cellar right here. I'm almost tempted to do stairs right here that go boop, 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 boom. And the kitchen, you like walk in and go down into the kitchen. I think that's what I'm going to do. Correct. We just went to see the city. I'd never been. Oh, you've never been to Boston? I've been to Boston proper, like in the city once in my life. But there was a time where I would be in Boston once a month, but in the airport. And I was commuting from east to west, and I didn't have a lot of money. And so like I couldn't like the whole situation was kind of like not ideal. And so like looking back, I wish I would have just spent, there was a couple of layovers that were like 6+ hours. I could have gone and done more things, but like just so fucking broke that like I was like, I can't spend any money. Like I have to conserve all pennies. And so I just sat in the airport. Boring. I went to Boston for St. Patty's once. I heard St. Patty's in Boston's zany. A zany time. This is honey. All right, there's multiple things that need to be moved along here. I just started playing VS, about 20 hours, late Copper Age. Would you recommend playing vanilla for a while and installing some mods later? Hey, Crooked, how are you? Yes. I always tell everyone to play I always tell everyone to play without mods first because I think it'll make you, I think it's a good way to learn the game, and then you can always play the game and you won't be like dependent upon a mod. And I think once you start installing mods, like good luck. It's a slippery slope. If you do !mods, that'll give you a list of the mods I'm using on this server. It'll also give you a link to 3 videos I made about mods, also how to install mods and like my favorite mods. I think there's a couple of quality of life mods, some of the HUD mods that give you like heads up information. If you look like right here on my above my bar, this is a HUD mod that allows me to see like what's the wind, what's the temperature, what's the month, what time is it, and the light inside. And most of this information is just pulling from the character information page. I think there's a couple of these HUD mods that like don't change the game at all, but do give you some information like at a glance that's really helpful. I mean, like I'm serious, like once you get started, there's no coming back. The beauty part is like you can play the game once through and then start playing with mods, and then it's a totally different game. We saw Dropkick Murphys play twice in the same day, and then we went to the parade. That sounds amazing, actually. Thank you. Your videos have been very helpful. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm over there. Thanks for the follow. Follows are free, they're anonymous, and they really do help a streamer out. Hit that follow button. Everything from sponsorships to game keys to just the respect of fellow humans like Beard. Like, all comes down to that number. I have a great YouTube channel full of a bunch of amazing YouTube content. If you're not following me over there, please also go hit that link. Go hit that link. There's stuff in varying degrees of leather here, right? This will be turned into leather after 4.5 days. When I was in this morning, I should have moved these around. Dracs, tell me there's more strong tan in there. There is. I don't think, oh boy. Oh, there's some there. There's some, this is weak. Oh, there's more strong. Look at that, Drax. Oh, there's 24 leather. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with all this leather. I killed all these animals, and so I was like, you know what? Let's get this going on. It was a very good time. I love Boston. I mean, that sounds like the best of the best. I would love to go to St. Patrick's Day in Boston. I think it'd be unhinged. I don't know if... I love the drunken holiday. I think there's a couple things I miss about America, and that's one of them. That's one of them. I like a good St. Patrick's Day in America. I have a lot of good memories. There was a time where like we would get up on St. Patrick's Day and like I still do this. I make like a British or like an Irish breakfast, not a British breakfast, an Irish breakfast, and then we start drinking early, and then I would like reserve a table in an Irish bar and be there like the whole day. Singing, drinking, until the wee hours of the morning. It's always fun. It's always fun. 32 of week 10, and I think our days of doing any more of this are done. We can probably pull these out of here, right? And they don't stack. And then these will be done in 4.5 days. Any holiday can be a drunken holiday if you try hard enough. Hi.
I'm Dracs Fantastic.
For
Dracs Fantastic.
Oh, for Dracs Fantastic.
I'm peddling my own wares today.
What kind of wares, man?
Do you like wearing hats?
Sometimes.
How about putting stickers on things?
All right.
You too can have this merchandise in your hands.
I have a great merch shop too. There's the link. If you're looking to buy, look at this t-shirt is on there. If you're always like, I always wanted a Why Whales t-shirt. I mean, this is your chance. We got kids stuff. Apprentice, how are you? In your hands. These boxes are a fucking disaster. They are a disaster. I feel like we should move all of this out of the way. And I think the best way to probably do that is to make yet another box. To make another box of things. Well, we got a small basket there. Hi. We got these pretty ones. Can we just do, I don't know. We got, there's a, oh, Dracs. That's a Dracs move. Why am I carrying, I was like, why am I carrying a bush? I'm good, just vibing before work. Nice. Nice. Okay. This. And it's full. Can we do like, I guess we don't, well, we can put that in there. I have 4 pieces of fat on me for some reason. What is the rest of this shit? I know that looks weird, but we're going to move it at some point. Remember when I made parchment and then forgot all about it? I guess, like, you know, in the grand scheme of organization, I want the dirt. Throw that in there. I like how the inventories are strategically behind your camera so you can see how awful they are. Thank you, Apprentice. Yes, I do that on purpose. I do that on purpose. That way, I've been trying to get better at, like, moving them so people can see, like, when I'm talking about them, but, like, it does make it helpful. I mean, like, I built this storage room and then logged out and didn't play for 2 weeks. And I said the words, right? We'll clean this up the next time we're on. We'll clean this the next time we're on here. All right. Should we do, like, with the sun's been up? Should we just do a quick look around out here? Did any of our berry bushes are all dead? Oh, this berry bush lived for some reason. Weak rooted. Flowering for about 4.6 days where they've been struggling health state. I put them. And these trees empty. Require 2 tier 1. I found these beautiful trees. Aren't they so pretty? I just put down some fertilizer. I just like everything else. I had such grand plans for this place, but like Drax never has enough. I never have enough time to play Vintage Story the way it needs to be played. Here, we'll nutrient the hell out of this thing. Now it won't be struggling. This was my only transplant. There were 2 more here, but they died. I don't know what happened to them. We got a cute little boat down here that I actually built by hand. And he put the thing on the front there. Is there stuff in here? There's some really spoiled worms. Can you imagine what that smells like? Oh my gosh. Alfie, how are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Monday. And then we've got some nice bees over here too. You didn't find the alcohol I left you. There was alcohol in there? Look at all those lovely bees. Look at all those lovely bees. Alcohol. Where'd you leave it? Did you put it in one of the... I haven't opened these things to check the... Rot. 163 days. 163 days. Main room of the floor. Oh. Maybe I already picked it up. Look at all those peanuts. The sort button is now gone on these. I don't know what happened. Main room of the floor. Did I put it in here? Linen sack. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, right there. Pineapple brandy. Ooh. You know what? I think nothing goes better than a little pineapple brandy. Oh my god. Oh, Drax. Let's try to get some work done while drinking some pineapple brandy. Did we decide that if we go to like this view, it just kind of throws you around? Ooh, it's really strong. Holy cow. I just did it once. I just took a little drink, right? I still wish there was like a bar telling you like how long you were going to be intoxicated. Hi, Ian. What's up? Happy Monday. How you feeling? I just drank some pineapple brandy. I just took like a little sip. This is what happened to me if I drank pineapple brandy in real life. Except for if I drank pineapple brandy in real life, I wouldn't be able to just take a sip. I'd be like, ha 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 ha. There's probably a mod for that, isn't it? I think there is. There's an intoxication, like, something. There's a couple of them. I think I saved a couple of them. My bar only tells me when I'm not allowed to be intoxicated anymore. Hello. Yeah, I think it'll be brain fogged all week long, but just taking it easy. All right, good. Good. Take it easy. Take it easy. There's a combat. So like the short I've just made that'll come out tomorrow. It's gonna come out tomorrow. I think I'll get it done today. It's talking about the new 1.23 update that's coming. It's gonna be combat related, and like spoilers, but like I'm asking, like, do we really need combat updates, right? Like, wouldn't it be more fun to like have like an alcohol update where you like alcohol, like, I don't know, there's just so many facets to the game that I think could be like drink too much alcohol, you start vomiting, you get sick, you actually get poisoning, right? Like, you can use it to warm yourself up when you're cold. Like, suddenly alcohol has a use beyond just this, right? You can brew certain alcohols to like ward off the drifters at night. Like, it makes you stink,
thank you to some of the
so they don't come around.
of this country,
right? Like,
and of
where's
all
the
countries.
alcohol up? I got lots of alcohol ideas. Leon, thank you for 45 consecutive streams. Thanks for watching. That would take a lot of Vino Verde. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think the alcohol brewing in this game is amazing, and I've had so much fun doing it. And like with the addition of the cooking mod one where you can do all the bottles of the wines and stuff, like, it's a blast. I just love that. I love it. All right, is it chilling out? What was that, like 2 or 3 minutes? How much is left in there? There's still 2 liters in there. If we drank the whole thing, I just walk away for 10 minutes. I just walk away for 10 minutes. All right, let's take this rot. Throw that there. We got more. I'm just gonna give that to the trash can. And then there's a bunch of big surprise. There's a bunch of flax in here, which I don't think we need. What do we got? And there's more peanuts and a little bit more rice. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna take these cabbages. Take these cabbages and shove it. I don't work here. No, we got to do something with this light. By the way, Kitten, Drax, and Dell are getting adopted today. I've already said my goodbyes. Aww. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad. Well, wait, will they keep the name or will they rename them? I'm guessing they're going to get renamed. Because if there's a Drax cat for life out there, I'm honored. I'm honored. Some of this like froze out and didn't live, but it looks like this is another one of these where it's like the ones close to the water look like they froze out. Do 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 do. How many deers are down there? Oh my god. Oh my god. It varies. Not sure about this family. We can choose to believe Kitten Drax lives on. You know what, Cat? I'm going to choose to believe that. I'm going to choose to believe that. What's for dinner? Meat. Meat. Meat and cabbage. Oh, there's a pig down there. I think they're jumping up and hitting me. If you don't like the butchering of animals, look away from the screen. How do we think they fix this? I don't know how they do it, right? I don't think I'm alone when I say that, like, it seems like most Vintage Story people that are playing the game are just like, and maybe this is part of the combat update I didn't think about, right? Like, this will get fixed. I think I'm safe if I just walk. The problem with this is that I gotta kill these things because I want to be able to pull some of this meat out, right? Like, if you build your base like I have in an area where, like, there's animal spawning, can't get this one. I don't think I've hit it. Then getting animal meat is incredibly easy, right? Incredibly easy. And even at the beginning part of the game now, right? Just build a couple of holes here, and they're being drawn to this by the crops, so they're all coming in. And this is an idea from everybody, right? Everyone's running this like moat with a deep hole that all of them just run into. 19 pieces of meat. I don't think we're almost out of food, so let's take. There's some upstairs we can cook while we can cook proper meals, and we need to think about a light.
My name's Peter.
My name's Peter.
Call me Pete.
My friends call me Pete. Yeah, there's one here. So we can... Are there any games coming that anyone's excited about? It feels like there's a bit of a lull right now in terms of what's out there. Drax is going to use black coal to cook this meal. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Remember, follows are free. They're anonymous. And one of the best ways to help streamer out. Thank you for following. They're unanimous. Can we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 5 servings of hearty red meat cabbage stew. Yes, please. I need a light. I'll take this one. Oh, break the game, Drax. Hell World 1.0, July 10th. 1.0? That's next month. RuneScape Dragon Wilds and Valheim in 1.0. Wait, RuneScape Dragon Wilds is going to go up against Valheim 1.0 in September? I never played that game because they didn't give me a key. My partner did. I watched a number of people play it. It actually looks fun. I'd play Palworld 1.0. You and Dav were talking about that last night, right? That everyone's going to run their own server. I will not be running a PAL. Maybe I'll join one of these. Maybe I'll finally join one of these cool streamer kids on their server. My problem with that is that they're all like legit gamers. I'm like, okay, let's get a PAL, and they're like, we won the game. I'm like, okay. Mortal Shell 2 and Aeon 2. Wait, Hugzoth, how are you? Is Aeon? Is that an MMO from like way back? Mortal Shell 2. Neither of those games I think I've played. Do you think 5 black coal is enough to make this pot of stew? Can we eat? We can eat the flax. I just throw the flax on the ground. That's pig food. That's pig food. There's always so many lovely comments. Always so many lovely comments. Put that in there. I guess we'll take this. Close that. Come in here. Add this in. There's a bunch of flax in there. 2008, I think. Yeah, I remember playing that game. I'm intrigued. I barely remember that. I remember, like, you know, like after Warhammer broke up, like I bounced from a lot of those MMOs. And there seemed like there was just a ton of them that were coming to market then. 2008. Seems like yesterday. Seems like yesterday. Hello, Andy. Oh, I should have pulled the... Wait, what's going on out there? Did you see that? Light way out there. Is that farm that's way out there? I swore I would never do an MMO again, but then got into Lord of the Rings Online. Man, that was like I'm a lifetime member to Lord of the Rings Online. I can play that game anytime I want, and I haven't played it in years. I watched a streamer a couple months ago play quite often. I'm following them on social media now, and every time I just have such warm, fuzzy feelings. It's one of the very first I did a gaming podcast about it called Men of the Rings. And it was me and a couple other dudes, and we did a weekly podcast. I did like 40 or 50 episodes. We just talked about everything about the game. Everything about the game. We loved it. We were way into it. Way into it. It's not the same. Yeah. I mean, I played that before I played World of Warcraft. And I put a lot of hours into it. And I've gone back a couple times, but I just can't get into it. It's not the easiest game to I played it a couple times since then, and I'm like, how did I ever play this game? How did I ever do this? We're waiting for the food to cook. Anybody else play the Lord of the Rings Online? Loader, as we called it. Loader. Just in time to starve out. Ooh, that's some real food. Let's put that right. It's really pretty. Anytime you put cabbage in anything, right? Loader. Loader. Do we make another? We have enough for a candle. Oh, whoa. That's new, right? It's hot on the floor. I played a little, but I had a lot of other MMOs going at the time I tried it. It's free to play. It's really, really old feeling. They've updated the engine. They've updated the client. Parts of it, I guess, look newer than other parts. If you're a Lord of the Rings fan, there's so much fucking lore in there, and it's so big, right? It's just such a big game. But it's just another one of these where I'm just like, I would love to get in and play, but it's just not. It's just not easy to jump in. And then my problem is that my characters have been moved around so much because of all the servers I were on are all dead, and so I end up logging in, and it's like you have 7,000 boxes to open. You have so much stuff, and I'm like, what? How do you do this? And the interface is so aged, right? Because I have a problem, so now I don't really play any. Oh. Well, if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, it's one to check out, I think. At least once in your life. At least once in your life. I was gonna make. I got 1 tin bronze ingot. And then I've got randoms and everything else. There's really no more copper ingots up here. This was the wrong place to put this. I keep getting stuck on it. I'm trying to decide if I want to make another lantern. And they doubled the size of the big ones now, right? The use of those. Yeah, look at this nonsense. Why? Why are there nails in a lantern now? I think we have obviously we don't have the silver. Oh, maybe we do have the silver. There might be nails downstairs. So we need 1 copper plate or equivalent. I think there's yeah, we got tin. Somebody said they don't like the way I pronounce the tin, so I'm just not pronouncing it anymore. Problem solved. Don't learn how to pronounce it, Dracs. Just don't say it anymore. There's iron too in here. Tin, zinc, bronze, lead. These are all found, right? I found all of these. All right, we need to do this. So, this needs to come off of here. This needs to go into the bar so we can set it on the ground so we don't forget this. Right? I didn't like WoW. Hot take? No, I don't think it's a hot take. I think there's a lot of people that actually didn't like WoW. I logged into, I bought WoW, like the first year was out. I logged in, I died, and I was like, what is this? This is so stupid. I'm so sorry I spent money on it. That character is still sitting in the graveyard that it was in 20 years ago. I've never moved it. I've since then never played. And then I played a bunch of different MMOs. And then I met my partner who was a big World of Warcraft player. And I'd come out of Warhammer and I was like, you know what, I'll give it a try. And then I was lost in it for, this was right as the Winter One expansion pack was launching. And I made a bunch of friends who ended up being there too. And so we all played together and I had so much fun. I'm one of these people who wasn't a big fan at the start. And I keep saying I'll probably never go back, but I have a lot of fond memories and I have a real warm, fuzzy feeling in my heart for World of Warcraft. Just responded that you pronounce it like the Dutch do. I will say that's correct. Oh, thank you. You know, from now on, I'll be like, that's actually the Dutch pronunciation. So before you start throwing shade, think about that for a minute, huh? Think about that for a minute. This is the part of the stream where we open up the... Let's do this. Let's do full screen always on top. And then I can pop out to this other screen and load the alloy thing. What do we think? Tin bronze. How many think we got like 128. Do 12 of them? I think so. We can do 8 because we got 8 molds. That's what we can do. We got 8 molds, Dracs. 8 molds in a dream. Where are these 8 molds? Here they are. Hold on. Let's do this so I can close this giant white light that's sitting to my... 16 is the number. And this number is 16. Wait, seriously? Oh, stop freaking out. Oh, I just threw it on the ground. I just threw it on the ground. All right, close that so that's not blinding us. Did that 800 units? Did I put the thing back? I did. Brown coal, brown coal, charcoal, brown coal. What is everybody else playing today? Anybody playing Vintage Story? I threw it on the ground.
They're bringing her down now.
No, Lieutenant, your men are already
dead. Boom, boom, boom. Up, how are you? Welcome in. Happy Monday. What's going on? Can't believe it's Monday. Where the hell did... I knew this day was going to get away from me, and man did it. Man did it get away from me. I'm playing VS right now. All right, hero, nice. How far along are you? I played a very tiny bit of Ark early this morning. You were talking about Ark yesterday. Is that what made you think to play it, or was it because Mr. Dams was playing, right? How was it? Is there something new that happened? You're on year 14? I mean, the year on this server is year 3, but that's... I've never played... So, 14 years? How you have steel, I take it? I needed to move my character off our server before we swap it out for the new map. Or how do you move it off the server? Just do you move it to a single player? Year 14, how many days in a month? Yeah, that's a good question. I'm building an actual boat dock for my second sailboat. I have 3 sets of steel armor for different looks. Wow. Wow. So yeah, 9 days is the default. That is impressive. No, you use a terminal in-game to travel to another server? Oh, I see. I mean, you guys are like master Ark players, so I'm sure you've got all that shit figured out. You've got all that shit figured out. I'm tempted just to eat the fat. Is that weird? That is... How long have you been playing the save in real life? Like, just in terms of, like, over years, over months? That's impressive. Yeah, I think I'm in about 11 months in real life time. That's with at least 1 month off of a break. I couldn't tell. Someone was asking me this the other day, like, what's your longest playthrough? I don't know. Maybe my first one? I've built so much, it's hard to say goodbye. Yeah. Yeah, you get to a point, right, where just like, you've got this whole living I would love to do that, but it's not the way my brain works, I don't think. I'd love to start over. After all the challenges for me. Like, once I get everything, I'm like, all right, time to start over again. I'm trying to get better at building longevity, but like... is there a candle? There needs to be more light in that hallway, too. That's some scary shit. Candle, we got plenty of beeswax, right? You can export your builds to a save file and then have them for a reference. That's true. Especially at year 14, I basically built our server a whole village and then some, both at spawn 20,000 south. Wow. Wow. Yeah, exclamation mark mods. There you go. That'll just take you to my website. It'll provide a bunch of links, and I don't take it there to like scum traffic to my website. I did that because like the old command would like spam this huge amount of shit on the screen, and it was impossible to figure out what was going on. There's links to the mods we're using, the links to the VS mod website, and then links to some of my YouTube videos on the mods that I like to use. I'm looking for a candle. I'm looking for a candle and a dream. I guess we're gonna have to make a candle. We'll take this clear quartz. I think it's 3 and 1 of these to make a candle. Should we make a couple maybe now? We'll just take this stack up there. There's random like chunks of stuff down here. Is there that stuff upstairs? Random charcoal. All right. This has got to be done. I'm just gonna put a new lantern downstairs, right? 141 days survived so far. Oh, and RimWorld? Holy shit. Holy shit. Let's put this in here. I don't think... Oh yeah, look at that. There. Why is it downstairs? Oh, I know why. I know why. Yes. I'm so proud of you. Jealous. All the things. I've probably never played that long in RimWorld. I've probably never played that long. This will make it gunky, right? Covered in grime can no longer be used for meal making. I think we make candles in that. This song is great. Whoa. Who is this? Oh, it's Ella. 3 minutes until an ad break, everybody. Hi, get this, get that, grab this, do that, pour this out, ready? What a great noise. What a great noise. Yeah, my lantern is really nice. I found it somewhere. It's like black bronze. We'll take it back. Hard to hear it. Yeah, I don't know why it's so quiet. I feel, ouch, I feel cheated. I can barely hear it. Did I turn the game? You know what I did? I think I turned the game down because it was raining so hard. Now he turns it up. Now he turns it up. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll create 3 candles. Can you create more than 3 candles? Why do I think you can't? 4 candles. Can you create? I bet you can create 6, right? 6 candles. Yeah, let's do that. I've been DC'd 3 times now. It doesn't like you, Andy. When was the last time? I mean, it's been restarted. What are you working on? Wish there was a slider just for rain. Yes. Yes. There's a slider for... there's weather sound events. You can turn down the, you can turn it down. You can turn down the rain. You can turn it down. Ambient sound levels. Entity sound levels. So you can turn down like, I've been good for the last like 2 hours. I don't really want to use, do we have brown coal in here? That would be a better use for this. That would be a better use for this. Let's switch this out and go here. How much? I really just want to progress the generation of my goats now. Don't really feel like building anything else. Gave up in the glider course, but the build looks pretty cool. I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see that. All right, everybody. We're in a good spot. We haven't even started the kitchen yet, but this is typical Dracs. Like, I haven't logged in a long time. We need to kind of finish up the stuff I was working on last time. So we're going to start in this next hour. We're going to start the kitchen build. Huh? Yeah, what have I done? Oh, we looked at the crops, we got the animals, we did a little bit of a tour, we cleaned up some stuff downstairs, we made tin bronze, we made some food. I did a lot of stuff, all right? All right. Get up, stretch. I'm back in just a minute with more Adventure Story. Thanks for being here. Hi, I'm Dracs Fantastic. For Dracs Fantastic.
Time to make the donut.
I'm peddling my own wares today. Do you like wearing hats? How about putting stickers on things? You too can have this merchandise in your hands.
Sports ball.
Bandit had been throwing them away.
So why steal them?
Well, because he thought it was good sport. Because some men aren't looking for anything logical, like money. They can't be bought, bullied, reasoned, or negotiated with. Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Thanks for the cats. I don't know what that song was. Welcome back, everybody. Hello there on YouTube. Welcome in. What's going on? What are you up to? What are you up to? All right. What? This finished. We made candles. We made candles. Should we take... I think we should take this... The ship has entered our waters.
A resource colony ahead. Buildings on the horizon.
Protect yourselves and our citizens well. Did I see someone burn 50,000 points? Was that you, Andy? Holy shit. I was thinking to myself, it's been a while since we've seen that one go off. It's been a while since we've seen 50,000 points get burned. Thank you. Thank you for burning the points. Thank you for burning the points. Should be enough to get this going, right? Lots of clicking. Look at that sunset. Did I? Are clouds controlled? Are clouds controlled on the client? There's a bug. There's a bug on the client side. In the cam. When you do cam shots now, it's like rendering the clouds all different. Sometimes I do like these big sweeping shots, like when I'm shooting stuff. I think it's great, like flowing along the... Because like Vintage Story is so beautiful, right? And now like sometimes the sky just goes like this. Super annoying. It looks like it's been happening for a while. So awesome. Awesome. I had some cashews at the break, okay? I had some cashews. Some cashews. Still holding those. Put this in here. Oh, I have the hammer on me. Heat it up. Oh, we're gonna make the other bellows too, the better bellow. The better bellows. I think this is probably fine on the working temperature for this. But yeah, there's a bunch of leather down there, right? You had some cat shoes on the break? I did. I had some cat shoes. Very yummy cat shoes. I didn't ask the question if... I didn't ask the question if I had... I didn't look to see if there are nails. I can't remember if it's in this playthrough or in a different playthrough where I have nails. It can't be the other one. I'm running I do a weekly video over on YouTube, a Let's Play, and we're running a Nomad run. I don't have anything. I just got to the copper age. I'm sorry it's punting you, Andy. This is going to be a tin bronze lantern. Yes, it is. I have the mod on that allows me just to one-click this button, so I don't have to use my mind. I don't have to use my mind. One of the rare times it doesn't really matter. Hey! Cheese over there on YouTube. Welcome in. How are you? Happy Monday. Okay, so we can put this here. We gotta go downstairs and see if we've got nails. Squint and look at it. Yell if you see the nails. 3 of them, son of a bitch. How many do I need? I love all your videos and all your informatives. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're playing a little Vintage Story today, streaming here and on the Twitch side. If you're not following me, please do follow both sides. Both sides. I need all the love I can get. Large tin bronze. I mean, I guess we don't need to make a large one, right? We could put a small one in here. We could put a small one in here. We can do that. We can do that right now, Drax. What if I told you right now you can make a small one? One. This, and a candle. Perfect. Perfect. Like, like, are you ever gonna make a big one anymore? Like, that's the question, right? Probably should. I would call you a liar and a cad. A cad? Cad? Maybe two of them. I guess we'll decide whether that's going to be enough light. Now I got my lantern back. CAD, AutoCAD, CAD. I don't know what that. I hope it's not too derogatory. Please tell me it's not. Guess we'll throw this in here. Eat this. Should we build a kitchen? Yeah, I think we should. I'm tempted to drink more of this. Andy made us pineapple brandy. You know what I wish? You know what also I wish is that it gave you like the alcohol content, right? Like this is 100 proof, Dracs. You could power your car with this. A cat is an old-fashioned derogatory term for a man who behaves dishonorably or impolitely. Like how old-fashioned, Jake? And tell me you've used that in like modern day to someone. That seems like something out of like a 1920s movie. Don't you be such a kid. Just don't drink 3 drinks. Andy. I love the white ceramic rapscallion. All right. Is that what you say to someone right before you hit them with your glove? Don't be such a cad. I've never heard that. Anybody else hear that? Never heard that one. That's new even to Dracs. All right, I made 5 of those. That's new even to Dracs. Let's put this in there. Cool. We have 239 hits left. I gotta believe there's more shit on the wall here, though. That one's got some time left in it. Seems the first known use was 1830. So, like last year? 1830. A CAD. Jake, how do you know that? Do you know someone that used it? Or are you just watching, like, movies from the 1830s? Are you on a server? Cheese, I am. Over on YouTube, I'm on a server. This is a community server that I run. I usually have a community server running, and there's a handful of people that usually play. It's supported through my Ko-fi, and it's just a safe place for people to come and play. It's active, and then it's not active, and then we launch a new one, and we run 2 or 3 of them a year. Plus, we run a Christmas server in December, and this one's a pretty cool one because our friend Andy built this island that we all started on, and then they made like some really cool stuff on it. And then everyone like got a little raft and went out and started their own little settlements. I've sailed around a little bit, but not a lot. 1800s era slang. I'm guessing everybody else has heard that except for me, right? There's something on the other side of this wall. I feel like we got to step in here. I probably learned from Looney Tunes originally. That tracks. Yeah, this is a problem. Dracs. But this is where I want this to go. I mean, I guess it could go down here. We could take all of this out. I read a lot of old books and book sets in old times. My husband and I had not heard of it before. Yeah, I've never heard of it. A CAD. Let's just hope it's not like... Let's hope that that's what it is. You know how like a lot of these old-timey sayings, like, they're like horribly racist and shitty? And you're like, oh, and everyone's like, listen, you can't say that anymore. I can hear Bugs Bunny saying it for sure. Yeah, right. It's such a CAD. I mean, if I don't do it here, I can rework this, which actually makes sense. All right, so let's overcomplicate this. We can take this out of here. We can take this out of here, out of my wall refrigerators. I seem to recall Bugs calling, like, Elmer Fudd a cad when he was cross-dressing and Elmer was hitting on him. Sort of a gentle reproof more than a slur, yeah. How long has this one server been running? I don't know. Is this the one we started in? This is the one we started with 1.22, so late January? Is that true? No. Is that true? No, we've run one since then, right? When did 1.22 come out? A month ago? 2 months ago? Couple months. I think it's been running a couple months. I have no concept of time. I have no concept of time. A cad, and a bounder. A month, I think. I think you might be right. Wait, Bruce, have you heard of it? At least a month since, well, that's when I first started watching you and it was running then. Yeah, at least a month. Oh my God, I always thought I was calling him a card, but with like a Boston accent because that's where my dad and his family were from. So like a card because he was being played. Toma, did you just learn something new? Bruce has heard it. I think it was just over a month. I think you're right. It's Victorian English. So some like you thought they were saying like, he's a cad. He's a cad. Very early May we started. Yeah, so it's only been a couple of months. I have no concept of time. Soma was today years old when. Soma, don't you be such a kid, huh? We brought the game about a month ago and it was 1.22. You've been playing for a month. Irrelevant. Irrelevant Duck fan. Amazing name. Amazing name. 1.22. How, for those of you that are new to the game, tell me how you found it. I'm always so fascinated. The game's not on Steam and it doesn't have like, it's not a big PR budget, right? I'm always just fascinated how people find it. Hi, Neon. It means untrustworthy and underhanded fella. Bruce, don't be such a cad. Don't be such a kid. I found it via the streamers. Via the streamers. Do you remember the first streamer you watched play it, Eon? I'm never going to remember this word. I'm going to start calling people cad. Hey, don't be such a cad, eh? That's it. We're bringing cad back. Jake, look what you started. Jake, you like blew Soma's mind. Soma's like, oh my God. So someone's going around being like, don't be such a card. And everyone's like, did we tell them that's not? No, that's just, I fear it's not you, but they brought me here. Yeah, I don't think it was me either. The first streamer I ever watched. Hi, Neon. What's up? Thank you for the bits. I found it via a friend and then played 400 hours alone and then tried introducing everyone I know to the game. Jeez, I'm the same way. I'm the same way. This game fundamentally changed my life. All right, no. I've heard people call other cards in a similar context too. Everybody thinks it's too difficult. I think Vintage Story is the typical game of once you know, you know. Once you know, you know. When Hyrule came out, there was a debate over which was better, and some of the VS players jumped to say, well, actually, Hytale, when Hytale came out. I still want to play Hytale on a server at some point. I bought Hytale and played like 2 hours and was like, this is fun, and then I Draxed it. It changed my life too. Yeah, it's so much fun. So Soma wasn't entirely wrong. Card is like smartass. Oh, so Soma, if anything, we taught you another name, another word you can use. Yeah, I always took Card to be a jokester. Also, a lot of you don't need to learn. You look a chap who is behaving like a wrong gun straight in the eye and say, "Don't be such a cad," and a bounder. Oh, man. I just use the tried and true jackass, shithead, miserable fuck. The game makes you so patient and not in the same time. I think like it's the perfect game for me because I'm such a slow player anyway, and like people are always like, "Oh, it takes so long to do everything," but I'm like, okay, well, I'm not really doing anything right now. The leather is being made in this barrel. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go do 6 other things, right? This is the game of like, you need to have many things going at the same time, right? Like, a lot of processes take a lot of time, so you start them and then go do something else. Like build a kitchen, if you're me. All right, well, maybe then the move is like, can't put that there. Or can we put it? I don't want it to go. What's there? Oh, I see. Nice view from your VS room. Are you in a tower? Hey, Bruce. Yeah. This is on my server, and I was running by, and I saw there was a hole in the rock right here, and so I was like, I should live here. And I've slowly, for a long time, it was all open, but I've slowly built in. To like add in some windows. We built this little storage room the last time, and then it's got a nice little it's got a smithy on the second floor, and these stairwells have like little glass views out as you're walking up. And then this part's still open because there's a windmill up here. But yeah, it's a great area. It's a great area. Great little view. I'm on an island about midway up. And the guys, they built a big farm down here on that part of it. And then this is the starting island, which we should probably go look at because it's pretty amazing. Yeah, you're good at time management. That's the main difficult thing, yeah. Our family has our own Minecraft server already. I'm setting up a VS server this week. Hightail will be next week when it's further along. Yeah, next when it's further along. Yeah, like, Hightail keeps getting little updates. And I think it's solid and I think it's fun. I'd like to play with a bunch of people. But I think Hightail for me is like, let's launch a server and play like over a weekend. Is there a way to make a glass block without a frame edge on it, then chiseling them? No, only can chisel them, right? That's a fab, cozy but swanky. It is cozy but swanky. It's not done yet, like every one of my buildings. It's always a work in progress. I have an extra pair of translocators if you want to link up to the island Dracs. Up to you, but I mean, it's not like it's a quick sail. It's like a couple minutes by boat, right? And I've got a sailboat. Today I'm attempting to build a kitchen, and I've already run into a problem. I was gonna go down right here, but it's run into the thing that's here. I thought this was further back, but I don't know what I was thinking. So now I'm gonna try to do right here. I think we can pull this off. It's a bit of a quick turn. But can we, like... I think the question now, too, is this room really moving? I got 6 stairs. Oh, I got 6 granite ones, too. You punched a hole into your kiln room. Yeah, I did. Which I think is going to be okay. I think what we'll do is we'll rework the kiln room to make more sense. I think in the meantime, we'll just put this temporary... This is a temporary dirt wall here for safety. For safety. What's your favorite thing about VS? Oh man, that's a hard question. That's an incredibly hard question. I like the beginning the most, probably. I like the surviving part of it. I like the challenge of it in the beginning. Like, I love that you start with nothing and you need to quickly put your shit together to get alive. I love the slow play of the middle game, right? Like once you get to where I'm at, right, where you've got pots of food that you set down somewhere, right? Like, and you can just eat a little bit, and then go back to whatever you were doing. Like there's no rush, right? Like there's the safety of the house. You've kind of got everything taken care of and you're just slowly working through just like the living part. I don't know. I like the homesteading part of the game, right? I'm not your typical like, I do like to go out and adventure and I like to find new things and I like to constantly be building and changing, but I don't know. I've played so many hours of it that like, I hate to say it, but like, the game is no longer a challenge for me in terms of like it was in the beginning. Like for those of us who have played it, you know, you've played it long enough, like, you know what needs to get done. I've made enough guides and I had to learn so much to make them that like, I now know how to do a bunch of the process. I've only made steel once. So like, that's still out there for me to do again. And I botched it, I think. I still haven't made a steel guide, which is, I haven't made it because I'm scared that once I make it, I wrote it, I just haven't made it. And at the first of the year, I had to take another job. I mean, I had to take it because, you know, money and what have you, but I also wanted to take it because it was a huge opportunity. A once in a lifetime opportunity, but it slowed my video making, which really is not making me happy, but there's not a lot I can do about it. Not a lot I can do about it right now. How far do we go down? You know, this would be fun to do this like in glass right here. How much glass do I have? Yeah, under construction. Is this shoveling? Shoveling. Yeah, there's no other way to remove glass frames without the chisel. Holler if you see more than 2 glass. Correct, gotta chisel it. Yeah, you gotta chisel it. Oh, there might be some more out here. Nope. I guess let's make some more. I feel the same way about, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, I think people are like, what's your favorite part? Like, I love lots of things about the game. All of it just makes sense to me. Everyone's like, oh, I don't like this part. I wish this part was different. Like, I don't. Like, every update, I'm like, oh, cool. They did that differently, or they did this differently. Like, I think I have some like concerns that the combat's going to change and it's going to become more complicated, and I don't want that. Like, I'm not a combat person, so like the easy combat is like fine for me. I don't mind just slashing at things until they die. I'm ever doing these days is chiseling and building. Ever made a pool table for my buddy's house? You've made a pool table? Cool. There's some very like prolific chiselers here on this in this here server and chat. Not having the sort really stinks. Really stinks. I don't see any other glass, although we do have quite a bit of quartz here. So let's attempt that, right? It's all overflow. All right. I was just thinking, like, I wonder how much charcoal there is. We're not sidetracked. 54. I mean, I have some stuff that I wish would change, and I know it will change. It's still early access after a decade, so like we've talked about it a lot. Like I wish there was more crop something, like in terms of like plague, pestilence, problems with the crops, bad seeds, like you put it in the ground, it doesn't grow. Like I wish there was more, because it just, as we've talked about at great length, right? Like once you get to a certain point, like you have more food than you'll ever need in 1,000 years. So like, I wish there was more tuning for that part of it, right? In terms of like survival part. But it gets better with every update. And I mean, how many games do you know that are giving you 2 solid updates a year? Not many. Not many. Let's do this.
Howdy, Kaj.
Howdy, Kaj. I wish there was more plants you could grow. Yeah, Nox. I mean, I guess you know the answer to that, but like base game, yes, I wish there were too. I wish you could grow. I wish you could grow like mushroom cellars. World of Warcraft, does World of Warcraft get 2 solid updates a year? Are you trolling us? Is that the word? VS is like everything you need game. If you don't like mechanical, there's almost every time a way to counter it, even like with mechanics. Yeah. Speed quality would be a cool thing to add. It would be. Yeah, decorative utilities are some of my favorite things to use. Is that a new game? World of Warcraft. I wouldn't know. Never played that game. I love the sounds in VS. Yeah, the sounds are great too. You just scared the bejesus out of me, Andy. Making a lighthouse. Playing with a couple of friends on the server today. They've come back on as I'm on, which is always nice to have some company. It's always nice to have some company. What do we think? Let's do this and this. 51. I think we can do another one. I'm guessing that. I haven't checked your spot yet. Looks like a great location. Dracs. Dracs. Wait. What did you do? My home is up on a hill. There's got a little dock, shattered area, but I wanted to have a bright way to see when I was close to home. That's smart. That's smart. What did you do? I literally just built one of these. I kind of wish the cooking was a bit more in depth, as there is essentially no difference between the majority of the ingredients. Yeah, well, I mean, have you played with the 2 cooking mods? Have you played with the 2 cooking mods? A bit, yeah. I mean, the cooking mods greatly increase the number of things you can make, right? I chiseled a little sandcastle and a moat on a small island raised that sits in the water in front of the boat dock. Couldn't help myself when I saw the patch of sand. I mean, all the amazing things you can do, right? All of the amazing things you can do. Seriously? What is this music today? Guess we'll put this here. Why was I able to do this before, but I can't do it now? I feel like I've lost my brains. Oh, Drax. I have lost my brain. Just let me be. Just let me die. We can probably do one more, right? Why? Do you ever have that, like, where you've done it a million times and then all of a sudden you can't remember how to do it? That was me just now. That was me just now. Might have built too many. Wait, I think we can put one in a hole, right? I definitely built too many. I've definitely built too many. This was stupid too. Dracs. You can't, and once you put them down, you can't take them apart or you lose the stuff. I'm gonna make a bunch of glass. What is this? Borax. How did the borax get in there? I'm like, why isn't it working? That was pretty good. Don't try to put the borax in there, Drax. Good. 24, 24, 24. This one doesn't have a top, Drax. Can you put that in there without the top? That's hilarious. But that was also my next comment. A large number of the wish list items we've all said are addressed through mods. They are. But I mean, like, I feel like there's a bunch of stuff that I'd love to see to come to the base game. No. Yeah, I had to make a large room just for my bloomeries when I was doing iron stuff. Wasn't putting them in front of things. Yeah, I usually put them They usually have their own room, but not this time. This is my typical, like, oh, I'm just gonna make this temporary, and then it's just the worst. It's just the word. Do they all start? Except for this one and this one, which needs tops. Which needs the tops. All right. Temporary, permanent. Yes, forever. Marximus, hi. Did you hear that as loud? I don't think I heard. Like, I think I've got my sound turned down incorrectly. Marximus, how are you? Welcome in. How's your Monday? The temporary evolves into a good-looking permanent. Yeah, sometimes, or sometimes it's just dirt the entire playthrough. I didn't hear it at all, but I have you on quiet. Oh, that could be. I got the impression from the last patch notes that the combat overhaul they were adding is being done by a modder they hired on the team. Yeah, I mean, like, there is, like, everyone's like, oh, there's like this, it's 3 paragraphs about what's coming in 1.23, right? It's pretty funny. It's not wrong, though. It's a temporary because eventually the server shuts down. That is true. Yeah, they hired the mod maker from Combat Overhaul. My brain is cooked. I'm so proud of you, though, for, like, learning the language you're living in. I'm also going to do that. My language learning just keeps getting pushed to the bottom of my to-do list, which is not good because that's going to catch up with me. It needs to get pushed back up towards the top. It was required for you to stay. It would be a high priority. Yes. And see, that's what I don't want to happen, though, because I'm hoping that I get there at some point and then I'll be cramming, right? Still waiting for the stream in Portuguese redeem. I have to pass 2 exams to stay. Yeah, I mean, I also have to be able to, like, speak and write in it at some point. Kaija, someday. I know once I, like, start getting back into it full time, then it'll be much better. It's not even being lazy. I'm just, like, got too much fucking going on. I got too much going on. That is impressive. I barely know the language of the country I live in, and I was born here and have lived here for 40 years, yeah. Within the next 2 years. Fala português? You have an iPhone, right? Yeah, I do. And I do my little courses and things, but, like, it's not enough to, like, make it stick. It's not enough to make it stick. I want it to be. Got a phone, right, Dracs? Like I said, I need to make it a priority. I found a tutor, and I just want to, I want to start by just having the tutor once a week. So 4 times a month, right? That's a good start. There was a learning app I heard about that was supposed to be really good, but it's iOS only. Need to look it up again. Yeah, let me know. I have a couple of them that I use, and they're fine. Remember, like, the hardest thing about learning Portuguese is that most of these apps are Brazilian Portuguese, which is totally different. And I don't want to learn that. As someone learning Spanish, I've learned more in the field than on my app. Yes, Hero. Yeah, like, I'm living very part-time in Portugal right now as I'm on the road working, but I'm hoping to live there full-time for the rest of my life. I'm hoping they'll have me for the rest of my life. Don't worry, Drax. My German is also better than my Portuguese. Totally different. Yes, totally different pronunciation. Totally different words. Totally different spellings. It sucks. Yes, it does suck. I want to start learning Spanish and ASL this year, but I just don't know where to start. ASL, I have some starting points enough. Verby. I don't think I've heard of that one. Verby. I mean, Soma, like, Spanish, just get one of the apps and start knocking it out. And then just randomly start talking to people on the street. American Sign Language. I gotta feel like you could just start there's probably a great YouTube series that'll teach you American Sign Language, right? I had a Brazilian roommate for a hot minute. He tried to talk to me in Brazilian Portuguese, and I never had any idea what he was saying. But if he wrote it down, I could figure out the spelling differences. I can tell, like, I can tell when people are there's Brazilians in Lisbon, and you can hear it. You can hear the difference. Okay. Oh, we're in VS. I saw a stream title and I thought maybe I'd grab a new recipe. Cooking and building. Hi. Hi, Ravi. How are you? Oh, welcome in, friend. Good to see you. I can teach you sign for abortion. No joke. The only one I know. How, Kaija, do we even want to know how you learned that sign? To be honest, I thought that too at first. Cooking and building. I didn't want to be like building a kitchen. I thought that was clickbait. And it worked. It was clickbait and it worked. Thanks for coming. Dracs clickbait fantastic is what they call me. I went somewhat viral after some public speech about that topic. Oh. It went viral. That makes sense. Do we want to put doors on this thing? Yes. Can we make 3 high doors? How's the search? 3 high doors. What happens if you just type high doors? 3, I guess we'll just type doors. Door. This is some, this is like big band music. Best Portuguese fado songs. Fado. Classical for reading. Super speedy jazz. On the bandstand. Jazz cats. What is this gonna be about? 3 tall. With like a dash. Oh, what do you know? Yeah, you gotta know. Like, that's the thing about this search. You gotta know what exactly how it's spelled to get exactly what you want. Yes, because I wouldn't have joined the stream otherwise. Thank you, friend. I love the big band. Speedball saxophone with a dash in VS. Gen AI. I wonder why it's that way. Could be. Is it over? I like big band and I cannot lie. Oh no. Nice try. No, I almost started reading it. Oh, good. It only takes 1 nail. It only takes 1 nail, and I got 2 nails in here. I saw them. Oh, I got 3 nails. I got oak. Just read it, but not allowed. It's only one of my better ones. So the doors are going to be oak. 1, 2. Buckle Drax's shoe. I just made 6 doors by accident. That's hilarious. Such a troublemaker. Can we put these here? Oh boy. Oh, wait. These are cooking, right? What's the 5 minutes? 5 minutes, 5 minutes. I feel like this one needs to come out right here. How much until we meet the end of the wall here? I was gonna have a tea this one, but I was like, you know what? I'll wait till the next break. This day just flew by. It just flew right by. I knew it was going to too. Here's why it flew by. I had a lot going on, but also I was like, I had that ridiculous Dracs list of things I wanted to do. Like, it was like 72 things, and there's only enough time in the day to achieve like 5 of them. Right? I mean, it's a good thing I can't slow down time, because 1 day for me would be like 6 weeks. I'd be like, all right, I'm ready to go to the next turn. I think we can do some fun windows right here. Right? And I'm like, big. Oh no, I'm not reading that either. I don't even know. What are you guys talking about? Stop making me read things that, like, are really questionable in nature. Granite, anybody? Everybody likes granite, right? I like big band too, but I'm not really in the mood, right? Huh? I'm not really in the mood? Maybe this is not where this goes. You loved it. Maybe it goes here instead. Hey-oh, thank you. Thank you. Better. Better. I need that glass to be done. Thanks for the cats. Thanks for the cat. Who would have guessed that those cats would be so popular? Would be so popular. Alright, so it comes to the end down here. And then does it just open up into like... Oh, Dracs. Looks like we need to go down one more. Looks like we might need to go down one more. Oh, Dracs. That's the floor. That's the floor. I got a couple of granite, there we go. When you, this is typically how I build, right? Like I build in and then, like I usually lay out the top and then if I'm gonna do some underground work, I just kind of feel my way through it. Like I think that will be better. Yeah, 121 more hits on this copper, or this iron pickaxe. Oh no, Drax. Okay, well that's outside. Really thought this was different. Oh, it's even worse. Is there like a cave down here? All right. Very small kitchen, I think is what we're going for here. Very, very small kitchen. That's okay. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Very small kitchen. Someone remind me if we've got enough time. I want to make that other bellows. I want to make that other bellows. I think we're gonna need to fill this in below us. Wonder why. Wonder what happens if I take this one out. Kitchenette. Oh, Drax. To make the bellows. I wonder what happens when I take this one out. There's water there, Drax. Alright, let's fill this in with some dirt. Hey! Oh. I mean, yeah, a little bit. A little bit. We could have this meat and cabbage stew. Isn't that nice? Meaty cabbage stew. Can't decide. You found the water supply for the kitchen, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. That hasn't happened today yet. See that lightning? Did you see the lightning? I'm gonna have baked potatoes and cream of mushroom soup for lunch. Cream of mushroom soup, like out of the can? I've been thinking about baked potatoes recently. I've been really wanting one, and I keep forgetting. This needs to go down another one. We're gonna hit this. We're gonna hit this guy in the head right here. I wish it was that easy for me to fix when I broke a pipe under my sink in the kitchen. Yeah, right? Right? This, I keep changing it because I keep having to go down one more. We can make this glass here. And this we could do some chiseling work here. Hey! Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. Did you know about that sticker or did you just pick it? The old Mitch Hedberg joke. Just throw a potato in the oven because by the time it's done, maybe you'll want a baked potato. What a true loss. What a true loss he was. I knew the sticker. Thank you for the sticker. I haven't thought about that guy in so long. One of my friends is like, it's one of his favorite comedians. He's always quoting him, even to this day. He's been dead many, many years now, right? Many, many years. Too many. Mitch Hedburn. Oh. Well, there's the storage. We haven't gone down there to see just how bad that is. There's gonna be a bunch of rotten stuff down there. Right? It's been 20 years now, I think. God. Unbelievable. 20 years. Well, who knocked down the painting, Dracs? 20 years. 20 years. It's just not fair. Not fair. 21, actually. That was like a lifetime ago. A lifetime ago. He died in 2005. Man. That guy had a lot of comedy left in him too. I don't remember how he died. I don't remember. Did he take his own life? Feels like that's what happened, but I don't want to know. I don't remember. It's not that I don't want to know. I don't remember. OD, heroin. Not even once, friends. Not even once. Right? Not even once. We're making this is gonna be in the wonderful granite stone, everyone. Wonderful granite stone. Has it been have we been down there 5 minutes? 1 minute and 20 seconds. What a perfect place for these, Dracs. Oh, I was gonna go down there and look at the food supply. This is my long-term food storage. 335 days, 52% spoiled. Let's throw that out. 2.6 years, cured salted meat. Anybody? OD. God. Rot, sunflowers, 87. All the sunflower seeds are going away. I'm just going to throw all this out. I'm just going to throw it all out. Rot, 185 days, 1% spoiled. 1% spoiled. I'm guessing I'm not going to have enough room in my bags for all of this. Like we don't, like, I guess, oh geez, Drax, I think I could. I've got barrels. But the barrels don't stack, Drax. But the barrels don't stack. Hi, can we get rid of this? Can we put these in here? Get that in there. Oh, we picked up an oil lamp somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. All right, we'll do 4 more barrels of rot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hi. Rotting. I think there might actually be 64 rot. No, 42. Rotting. No, wait, we can't rot that stuff? Can't seal it. It doesn't matter. All right, and then the rest of this, we're just going to go like this. Stackable barrels. Yeah, geez, man. Why? I mean, I guess like some things that can stack and other things that can't. Does it make sense to everybody? Because it doesn't make sense to me. Barrels, I mean, I guess, like Crocs that don't stack. I had a glitch with a bloomer yesterday. I started like 5. The third of the set I started and it was still burning when the rest finished, so I broke it. Just see if something went wrong, and it gave me both iron blooms and the iron nuggets and the charcoal back. Have you seen something like that? No, but I mean, like, can we not ever talk about that again? Because that seems like a pretty good bug. Temporal gears don't stack for a reason, though, right? Because they're so special. Just like Dracs. Because they're so special. I wasn't done in there. But I just came back down here and started doing this. There's more, like, so how do we... I think maybe, yeah, maybe we just put a door in here. And then we walk into this storage. And then we can pull the ladder from up top. Oh, this was all great food that's rotted. Look at all this. Look at all this rot. Not the peanuts. They're good for 3 years. All right, so let's consolidate. Hey! Temporal gears' raw power causes them to repel on each other so they don't stack. I like that. That's the lurk horn. Feels like we just had a lurk. Did we have 2 lurk horns today? If you're out there lurking and you want to say hello, it's the perfect icebreaker to come in and say, Dracs, I love everything about this stream. I especially love Eon's bad stickers. But you know what? I lurk almost all of my streams, like 82.6% of my streams. So if you're out there lurking, thank you. Thank you for the support. All right, just the food, Drax. Just the food. There was no food in that one? Interesting. There was no food. Hey, DSC over there on YouTube, how are you, friend? Good to see you. How was your Monday? I hope you're well. 55 pieces of meat. 55 pieces of meat on the wall. I'm lurking and I love everything about the stream. Thank you. Thank you for saying it. Thank you for saying it. Good to see you. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. I built that little lurk horn basically for me, right? I watch a lot of streamers and I don't ever say hello, and I should, because I'm a streamer and they'd love to hear from me, you know, and I just think sometimes it's like, it's not like I don't want people to feel like, oh, I'm pulling you out of lurk. But we've also met a lot of nice people because they were like, oh, you know, like it made me say something and brought me into the conversation. So, but I'm also just happy. I really am happy just to have you all out there, sitting there quietly, judging me as I build this kitchen. You know what I think I'm gonna do is throw that in there. I think I'm gonna make this. All right. This is a work in progress. Look at this. That door doesn't really work anymore, does it? That door doesn't really work anymore. You've started the kitchen. I have started the kitchen. 3 hours in. I mean, we've been building it. This whole last hour we've been building. This is the kitchen. This is the entrance, and then it's going to open up, and it's going to be glass on the one side, and it's going to hang off the side of this little thing right here. Going to hang off the side of this little thing right here. Perfect. We're going to pull some of this down. We're baking a bunch of glass. There's an ad break coming again. Did I pick up that door? I did. But that's not what I'm going to do there. I'm going to do something different. We're going to run out of a pickaxe too. All right, I'm going to get up and make, Ooh. Drax, what's the best football game you saw in the World Cup up till now? Netherlands, Japan. Netherlands, Japan. That's the best one I've seen so far. That's the best one so far. There's no hole here, so we can do this. get up and stretch. I'm going to make a cup of tea and, I don't know, look around in the kitchen for things to nibble on because that's what I do on the break. Stretch my legs. And I'm back with more Vintage Story after the break. Thanks for being here.
Time to make the donuts.
Welcome back, everybody. Hi. My mom just sent me a picture of thrifty ice cream. Ooh, we were talking about that last week. Eon, what's the best game you've seen? What's the best game you've seen in the World Cup? Is anyone else watching the World Cup? I know not everyone's a football fan. Sports ball. I know not everyone is a football fan. I'm missing some good games now. I think maybe I'll watch. What was the late game? France plays Iraq in an hour. No spoilers for the scores for those who maybe are not watching. Kind of like to watch that game. Stream for another hour. Catch like a little bit of it. I think that's a smart move, right? I like the sports balls. I predict it will be 28-7. Hey. Wow, thank you. Thanks for the support. Welcome. They're doing their part to keep this streamer streaming. It's the best way to support the Dracs over there on the Ko-fi. All proceeds end up right with this guy. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. You get some cool perks. You get your own walk-on message if you want it. And, yeah. And access to the Vintage Story server. And whatever other servers I'm running. Hopefully we might see a couple more this year. You never know. Very, very nice of you. Very, very nice. All right. That's left over. The burr is left over from my birthday. I just left it on there. I did when I was in Portugal. I finally did the thing like Dell, and I think Kaj was even saying it, like I put everything into the cloud. So now the two streaming PCs should be identical. So when I sit down in Portugal, I can press a button, it'll bring everything in and it'll all be the same, which I wasn't doing for some reason. Just because I wasn't streaming in two different places, it didn't matter. I was just backing it up. I think Japan, Netherlands was the most entertaining one, though somewhat frustrating as I had something to lose there. Yeah, see, I'm going for Japan. Japan's the dark horse to win the World Cup. I think they are. I don't know, like, that's what I'm telling everyone. When someone asks me, I'm like, Japan. I don't want to see France. I don't want to see Argentina. Germany, they played fine the other night. I don't think the U.S. has a chance. I don't know. Cape Verde? Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Follows are free, they're anonymous, and they're one of the best ways to support a streamer. Bolivia. I don't think they're in the World Cup. I don't think they made it. I wouldn't mind seeing Mexico win. That'd be fun. Mexico winning in Mexico City. All of Mexico burns down. That would be wild. Wild. Look at all that. Look at all of that rot I just pulled out of there. I feel like we could do this and get some instant going on here, right? Mods. There they are. Salt, how are you? That is a link to my website that shows the mods I'm running on the server now. And then also links off to some of the videos that I've made for mods and also how to install mods. So a helpful place. Oh man, I was thinking, gosh, I probably would have walked back in all that stuff I threw, but it was long enough that it despawned. Would be a time that another continent than Europe or South America win the World Cup. I mean, like, yeah, when was the last time that happened? Mexico? Mexico, maybe? I think never. You're right. Maybe you're right. I'm like running through the last few World Cups and then backwards. I mean, you got the internet. It'll tell you the answer. It will tell you the answer. This glass has to be done, right? It'll tell you the answer. Oh, Dracs. It didn't look like it was doing the glass there, but it looks like maybe it did. 1, 2. I did 2 more here. I think we should get these fired up too, actually. Maybe 1 more beyond this. I think the question is, do we have enough charcoal? Do we have enough charcoal? I really wish Vintage Story had mod packs for easy downloading of mods that are comparable and stuff. You know, Salt Slayer, I've seen a couple of mod packs. There's been a couple of people. There was one I was looking at on the mod page, and it was like, be aware that this is 256 mods. And I was like, say what? Say what? It's not something that's common, but I've seen it. Has anyone else seen that? I mean, the good news is if you're joining a server, you don't have to have the mods, right? You could just launch the server and then it downloads all the mods that are on the server. So that's nice. You don't have to like go out and find them, right? You get more bricks back from used bloomeries if they break the chimney first. Oh, I don't know. I doubt it. I think some people will put mod packs together when they make them big for community servers. Yeah, you see some community server stuff too, right? Can we move this like right here? Thank you. Whoa. How much longer than these? All right, halfway there. Halfway there. I put all that back, right? Because I was like, I'm not going to make any more glass. 30 charcoal. Quartz chunks. Borax. Quartz chunks. Think that'll be enough? Oh, I already put quartz in that one. Hey-oh. Yeah, I've seen on the mod page some that are like, mod packs for X-Streamers community server or whatever. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Maybe I'll make a Dracs mod pack and put it on there. That'll be my one mod. Like, I'm like, hey, I can't make a mod to save my... I've had a bunch of great ideas for mods. I wanted someone to make a vampire mod where it's basically V-Rising, but in Vintage Story. And we had somebody coming in once in a while. I was like, I'm working on a Drax, but we never saw it. I haven't looked recently to see, but I just think like, I had it all hashed out. If I had any kind of programming prowess, I would make a vampire Vintage Story mod. That's my dream. Those are going, right? Have you ever like thought you started them and then leave, come back like 2 hours later and you're like, shit, I didn't start them. Ah, shit, I didn't start them. I didn't start them. What were you doing, Drax? Just get that steal from X skills done. Just get that life steal from X skills done. Yeah, but I mean, like, it's a whole pack, right? It's like a whole, like, I got a whole thing mapped out, Marksmith. I got a whole thing mapped out. This is some very bouncy jazz. Some very bouncy jazz. Okay. All right. I like what I see here. I like, am I carrying like one shale cobblestone around? Perfect. Perfect. I know there's some mod makers that eventually roll a bunch of their mods into one pack. Dana's Tweaks is one I can think of off the top of my head. I had like 2 bad experiences with Dana's Tweaks and I stopped using it. But there are some fun things in there. What the? What the? Flock of seagulls? All right. All right, here we are, Drax. Here we are. Oh, thank you for the Santa. Yeah, Summer Santa in the house. Drax, have you tried Particles Plus for seeing resin yet? I have not tried it. Does it like admit a little, like, is it like the old, is it like the old Terrapedia one where it like kind of emits some particles to show you where the stuff is? All right. It is, we are off. We are off. We are off. We're off. We're off. Essential jazz. Oh, I like this. Let's try this. It's worth it. You can see drips of tree trunk. Oh. Particles. Particles plus. All right. Does it work? Do you have it on? Can you run it just client side or does it need to be server side too? Can confirm it's both. Client side. We can't take out this one because there's a block. That's where the water, excuse me, that's where the water is. That's where the water is, Drax says. All right, and I want to rework this. And I want it to be some trapdoors. Now we've got a couple of trapdoors in here. 1, 2, make another trapdoor. Seriously? Cool. Cool. Can we throw some of this shit in here? Probably keep that on us. Let me rephrase. Should work for both, but the mod states client side. So yeah, I mean, like, I think that's the kind of thing that, like, I don't want to, like, you put it on the server and that means everyone has to use it. I'm a big fan of, like, if someone is like, hey, I'm not really into that. Like, if they can just run it on their client side, like, cool. Cool. This needs like a, maybe we should, this needs a chisel. I don't have a hammer on me. It needs a chisel. All right, I was thinking like, knock this out. Can we do something fun like this? Take that out of my hand. We got glass. We got the glass. Can we put it right there? And then the question becomes like, if you do, not like that. Not like this, Drax. Not like this. Did you ever get around to making the walking stick with a lantern? I didn't, but in my playthrough on the Nomad playthrough on YouTube, we will get there because I picked up a brass lantern, but you can't use a brass lantern. You can only use a copper lantern or a tin bronze. So I'm going to make a copper lantern, I think, and try it on there. Let's do this. It's dark. It's surprising how, like, rift activity low. It's been pretty chill. Now that I've said that out loud though, like, we're humped, right? We're humped. Hi, can I get some slate bricks, please? Thank you. Thank you. 32, probably plenty, right? Thought it was a large lantern. It is a large lantern. It is a large lantern. But it won't, I have a brass large lantern. It doesn't work with that one. All right, this is a problem. It is really dark here. Hi, can you do away with the frighteningness here? Let's go here. Is this gonna, what am I stuck on? Is this gonna knock? It's magic! It's magic. Magic in the air. Magic everywhere. I don't think we need to go that high, but I think I will. And then we'll do this. 35 more hits before we're gonna have to switch. All right, then the one below. I should have had a snack. My stomach's all, so you weren't going to snack, or what's the deal, buddy? I'm like, mind your own business. Wait, are my bags full? Get out of here. I didn't mean to open that. You know what would be really cool is if there was a light in there. Could you... I don't think so. Can you still open it? I don't think it's gonna show though, right? It's not bright enough. I don't think that really matters. Would be kind of fun though. It would be kind of fun. All right, let's do the same thing here. This is where we knock out a brick. You left a light on in the fridge. Oh my god. Too good. It's too good. Alright. And there's a light there. I got 2 of them. And then do I have enough dirt to fill this in? I have an axe, which will speed up this process. 18. That's not going to be enough, I don't think. I don't think it's going to be enough. Oh gosh. It's fine.
Dracs.
Hey, Pop. How are you, man? Good to see you. Mom sent me a picture of thrifty ice cream. You son of a bitch. You lucky son of a bitch. Have some for me. Good day, just lurking busy. Folks coming for dinner this evening. Oh, that's right. Good old folks are coming for some dinner. I like me some folks. I think I need a little bit more dirt. I think there's dirt back here. Cattails, slate, granite. Where'd you put the dirt, Drax? Oh, it's right here. Low fertility dirt. Perfect. Low fertility dirt. I can't remember the last time I had people over for dinner. I have no idea. Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. I don't think I ever had anyone to dinner. Never had anyone to dinner at our house in Denmark. California, like, our apartment was not big. People were not coming. We were not entertaining in our apartment in California. I mean, I guess like, I guess maybe like my parents. We had my parents in Portugal. That was the last time we had people in for food. You had guests in Portugal, but they weren't just for dinner. That's true. We've had guests in, but we didn't have them, like, they didn't sit and eat. Yeah, I guess, like, yeah, Miss Vidans has been there. We sat and ate with her. But, I mean, we had, like, breakfast together. I guess that's entertaining people. But we didn't have, like, a sit-down dinner. We always go out. always go out. I don't mind. I mean, like when I lived in Colorado, like I had a proper house, and like we had I held dinner parties and shit. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. That was a long time ago, before most of you were even born, right? So here's my question. Here's my question to you. If a Drax screams in the middle of the night and there's no one around, is he actually screaming? All right. Some fine work, Drax. Some fine work here. The question becomes, if you do this, will it actually serve as so dark? That's how much of a flashlight that thing is. I can't see anything. I can't see anything. Did I not do it right? There we go. Did I not? You're not doing it right. There's another one in here. Here we go. All right. Seeing is overrated, Drax. 48 days, 173 days. Turns into one flax flower. It sure does. We can make flour. We haven't made pies. I gotta stop fucking around. All right, so I think this could be my new go-to design. And then we could do ones like in the floor too, where you can move them up and then have 2 rows of them. That my hand keeps flipping me out, right? It doesn't seem like cellar days for grain. Well, this grain's really old. This grain is really old. Like, it's been in here a year or more already. That's the problem. What we need is some fresh grain next to it to see what the real timer is. We need some fresh grain to see the deal here. And thankfully, I have some fresh grain. How'd you get... Oh, I was like, how did I get 3 out of 2? I have the X skills, right? I got the X skills. All right, I got 8 grain. It's good for 90 days in my bag. All right, so we can say... Boop, 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 boop. 2.5 years. Seems pretty good. Seems pretty decent. All right. So it's working. It's working. All right. 11 more hits. What are we going to do here? This is going to be glass. I got 41 pieces of glass. Shoot the glass. I like the new glass modeling. I really like it. Looks great. It looks great. Looks great. Step on this. Pop, are you still there? What are you having for dinner? What's on the dinner menu? I think this is it. I think we can do it all in glass. I think we can do it all in glass. Probably not that. We can do this. Huh. Decent. I'm still mad about the stair slab trick. Yeah, remember how cool that used to look? Right? It was so much fun. I mean, you can still do it. It's just... You use trap doors now, right? It's only a matter of time before they get rid of this little trick too, right? Before they get rid of my little refrigerator. It was so nice for making snack storage for areas. Yeah, just like right there underneath. Yeah, I miss it. I log into like an old save once in a while and it'll still have it and it's all like dark down there, you know? Them were the days. Then were the days. This trick seems like possible in real life, so why not? Like, yeah, like a little cupboard. I mean, I'm following the rules of the game, right? Like I'm putting him behind a door. I mean, it's not like these are easy to make, right? These trap doors, you have to have boards, which means you need to be in the copper age to get there. You need to be in the copper age to get there. We do like one of these kids is doing their own thing. Whoops, Dracs. Whoops, Dracs. There. Agreed. Yeah. Yeah. It's not too hacky. It's hacky, but it's not too hacky. There's little things about this game sometimes too where I'm just like, I wish like it would be okay if they like brought the hammer down on this. They're like, listen, to get the full, like you can do this, but it's gonna barely hold the food. If you really want to do it, like you almost need to be below a certain level. Like you need to be below like 100 Y or whatever, right? Like you need to be like for you to get the actual, like I wish there were rules like that. Like that would make it more challenging too, because then you're like, okay, well we gotta have food storage, we gotta go down below for it to really store long, because it's not gonna store correctly at this level. And there's a little bit of that, but like harder. Make it more challenging. I actually think that might be enough light. Yeah, like must have so many blocks surrounding the cellar. Yes, right. And then like, I mean, there's already a bunch of rules for cellars, but like make the rules even more, right? And then make them so that like, see, I can't decide like when I begin to think like this, is this just like Dracs veteran player? Like most people are like, it's already hard enough. I'm like, can't it get harder? Can it be even more complicated? I'm guessing. Yeah, it looks like I got a little meter reader here. This, we're gonna need a lamp. We're gonna need a lamp right here. Drax wants VS to become PZ, clearly. This is what my partner's always saying. She's always like, I don't understand why you don't like Project Zomboid, because it's basically what you want, which is like a really hard version of Vintage Story, right? I think they should add in another old-timey cooking methods, like they had this cool air cooling tower system in the Middle East. Oh man, I've seen pictures of that beard. It's fascinating. Fascinating. I'm down with that. Drax. Oh, hello, Del. Hello, Dilyria. Oh, whoa. Del comes in. All of a sudden, I'm getting hit by my first drifter. Hi, friend. How are you? Good to see you. I was lurking that stream last night, but I was not long for the world, so I said nothing. I just sat there like this. She knows I'm here. I mean, I rated you on YouTube and then realized hours later I didn't actually come in and say anything. What a dickhead. What a dick. I rated this other lady I know on the other side. Del summoning the drifters. Yeah, that tracks actually, right? I hope you had a nice stream. Good to see you, my friend. I hope your Monday's okay. Monday's like your chore day, huh? I'm sorry to hear that. It was a trip playing Guild Wars 2. Yeah, how did it go? It looks so good. We were talking about Guild Wars 3 yesterday and how, like, maybe we'll play it. I did the lawns today and had to fix the lawnmower first. Is it like your annual fix of the lawnmower? Like some shit's broken because you haven't used it in a season? That was always the worst. Like when you're getting rid of the mow the lawn, you haven't mowed it yet, and you're like, ugh, this thing's not going to start. Like, I'm sure the spark plug is bad. Positive the blade is probably wrong. King of the Vintage Story. Hey, Wolf, how you doing over there on YouTube? Welcome in. I don't know about that. Oh, there goes my iron pickaxe. That bush scared me. I got one of these. Dracs, she lives in Florida. It's always lawn season. All right, yeah. I mean, is that true? Probably true. Is that true? Probably true. We need another lantern right here. Definitely true. I work in irrigation. Irrigation? I can't imagine. I can't imagine living in Florida. I just can't. I mean, I can't imagine it. Maybe the more appropriate thing is, I don't want to imagine living in Florida. Is that more? We can move all this food down there. Hi, I'm looking for some slabs. There we go. Look at that shit, huh? Yeah, it's a new mower, but I haven't mowed in 9 months, and apparently the fuel in the tank did bad things. I'm very proud of myself for figuring out the problem and fixing it. Been so dry that I didn't need to really until now. How did you figure out the gas had fouled? Like, if you leave gas in there too long, right, it loses its octane or whatever. Can't you just like, isn't there like an additive you can throw in there and it'll like turn it over? I'm just making shit up right now. I don't know anything. Huh? I lived in Florida from beginning of the summer to the end of December. It wasn't too bad, but too many bugs. And offices always too cold. And I used to go out in the sun like a lizard for my breaks. Yeah, that's in a lot of warm places. I was talking about that the other day, Mark Smith, like how you... Yeah, like that's how it is in Arizona. Like you're inside all day freezing your ass off and you go outside and you're like, oh my God, thank you. Thank you for the heat. Then you get air conditioning sickness. So we got hi, have you come to say hello? You come to see the new kitchen? Sure, come on down, buddy. Oh, now you're gonna die on my kitchen floor? Get out of here. Get out of here. Do we have, you know what, make a nice little torch holder right there. Do we have a torch holder? Do we have an extra torch holder? Show me a torch holder. Don't show me a torch holder. I think I used them all. When I used the ball pump to prime the engine, it would start but immediately stop. The air filter and oil were good, and the only other thing I could think of was gas. That's why you have an office cardigan. Yeah, I just have like a jacket I would wear in my office. Midsummer, I'd sit outside on my break in a fleece sweatshirt, trying to soak up that heat. Yeah. So wait, how did you? So you were like figured out it was gas. So how did you just pour the gas? Like, what did you drink the gas? You're like, it's actually alcohol now. It's just pure alcohol. Couldn't have one effing torch holder. Couldn't have one. So the question is like, does this really need to be here? No. Good. Because it needs to be here. That's gonna save us. That is gonna save us. I have a space heater under my desk for the summer. Ah! In your office? That's so funny, Jake. Jeez. So they're paying to heat and cool the building. The smell of old gas reminds me of my childhood when me and my cousins drove go-karts around our grandparents' farm. Wow. I'm trying to think if I know what... Is it... Obviously, it's a different smell than just, like, fresh gas. Dracs, is that some fresh gas you've got there? I got pliers and moved the hose clamp from the fuel hose going to the tank to the carburetor and just tipped it out. So smart, Del. You're so smart and handy. Do you think the people you live with have any idea how much of a gem you are? I hope they do. I hope they do. You know, Adele, I think, you know, there are some people in this world that would have tried to get the lawnmower to start and been like, yep, fuck it, time to buy a new lawnmower. Yeah, the office manager asked me one day while I was sitting outside in the heat in a sweatshirt, and I told her, she was like, just pick a space heater out of under the desk and she ordered it. That's so funny. I worked in a number of offices too, and there was always a fight of the thermostat. And I was like, why are you all fighting? Yeah, just either wear a jacket or get a space heater. Both of them are napping. I was so close to just shutting it in the shed and ignoring it. They're napping. Del, you are a better person than me times 1,000,000. Because if I was mowing the lawn, everybody would be out there helping me. Someone's picking up something. We're doing over this thing. We're getting this thing going on. Unless you weren't able-bodied, you'd be out there busting your ass with Dracs, the lawn man. I came over here. Hey, all right, Wolf. Yeah, I'm streaming on both YouTube and Twitch. You're welcome in both places. If you're not following me in both places, please, please do. All those follows are what keep us alive here on the internet. Without them, what are you going to do, right? I actually had to do some work on a customer's server once, and their server room was so jank that they had their floor AC unit that kept freezing up, and to prevent it, they bought a space heater. Jake, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. Yes, gas that's been sitting in a go-kart four-wheeler for a while smells different than fresh gas. It gets dull, kind of musty smelling, as fresh is super strong and burns your nose. Oh, I didn't know that. I learn something new every day. I may struggle with walking tomorrow, but I'm proud of what I did. You know what, Del? I'm proud of you too. Good job, friend. Good job, friend. And your neighbors are happy too because you trimmed the lawn. Thank you, Mark Smith, over there on YouTube. Your name is so vivid over there, or at least in this chat. We're playing a little vintage story today. I'm building a kitchen and I'm almost done. This is my, oh, hi. Excuse me. I'm giving a tour. What are you doing? No, I'm giving a tour. What an asshole. This is my hilltop house here on my community server. It's built into the side of a hill, and it was just a little hole, and I went in there and started building, and it's been slowly evolving. You can see up there, there's another window there. There's an upstairs. So if I would have built it all in dirt, it would have just kind of like, you wouldn't have been able to tell it was there. The neighbors will be mad because their yards look worse. Oh my gosh. They're like, oh, Dell just mowed her lawn. We got to go mow our lawn now. That son of a bitch. That son of a bitch. Yeah, so I built, this is sort of the main room. We're doing some leather working over here. There's some pit kilns out there and some more glass. I built this cute little storage a couple weeks ago off the side. And I'm building the kitchen down below. And then up top here is a wonderful little, a little place to do some metalworking with a really nice windmill. Look at that. Look at that. Do you know if you ask Google AI about anything vintage story, it recommends Dracs Fantastic? Cool. I'm so glad the AI knows who I am. Fucking frightening. How does a windmill look from the outside? That's a good question. I don't usually go to that part of the place. I don't usually go over there. Yeah, then I got crops out here. There's some bees inside this hill right here. Yeah, Drax. Watch that first step. It's a doozy. I have a bee hill. Yeah, I've got a bee hill. Drax is AI friendly. Yeah, people have said that about me. They're like, gosh, he's just like the friendliest guy. That's so shitty that people are asking the AI about me. The place is looking nice. Thank you. Gosh, he just looks like AI. No easier way to pull people out of lurk than to start talking about AI. Yeah, I'm using the new, like, hide the axle inside the brick. I just got here. Uh-huh. Good to see you, G-Manda. How are you? Happy Monday. Yeah, this side needs a little bit of like sculpting, right? To hide some of it. I watched you fall in the hole like me. G-Manda did the Resonance Archive yesterday. First time, didn't die once. First attempt. All the way to the end, right? First attempt. Died once, 12 or more times. I've started adding a user-generated AI tag on Steam games that I see using it since you can search by it. That's nice. Someone posted, was it Nox or Nimmo posted if you're using Steam on the web, you can download there's an extension that'll show you which ones have AI disclosures. The AI disclosures, right? I'm just boycotting Steam, yeah. That actually, G-Manda, that's the hot take right there, actually. Nimmo shared the browser extension for Chrome and Firefox. That's exactly what I wanted to do, game. It's exactly what I wanted to do. Hey, third time's the charm. Fourth time's the charm. Drax, you know if you do it this certain way, it won't do that. Right? You know if you do it this certain way, it won't do that, right? Can you chisel, like, slabs? I put the hammers all the way up. The hammer's all the way up top. Drax is third on the AI list for friendly VS tutorials. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God there's somebody else who's been working the AI algorithms better than me. I've been playing games I already own or GOG oldies. If it was made in 2001, it definitely was not AI. That's true. The game just wants you to waste your durability. I don't know either of those people. I try not to watch any vintage story videos. I'm afraid it'll mess with my brain. I'm afraid it'll mess with my brain. I'm afraid it'll mess with my brain any more than I've already messed with my brain. Did I get rid of the one? Right. What's the dark brown cobble? Says slate, but does not compute. It is slate. Slate cobblestone. Ah! Come on, Drax, you can do it. You can do it. Nox, if you can find it, would you ping me with it? I watch your videos all the time on Vintage Story. I find the game fascinating. It is it is fascinating. It is a fascinating game. 100% fascinating. I don't know if I like this, actually. Maybe it's just something simple like that. I'm glad I can play Slate, only slightly worse than a professional. Man, I actually don't expect to place it correctly ever. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. I didn't know how to get it to work on my 16 gig RAM, 512 VRAM laptop. Just turn that. You can turn it down to like 0 settings. It'll run, right? Drax, you didn't make the list of handsome vintage story YouTubers. What? But did I make the world's sexiest vintage story YouTubers? What? There's a block already in the way? You're in the way, dude. YouTubers with the best hair? I don't know about that. I'm sure there's some good-looking YouTubers out there, right? Wow. Is Drax not number 1? I know. That's crazy because most others don't show their face. I mean, everybody shows their face, right? On my YouTube channel, I've only shown my face a couple of times. Well, I mean, I guess if you're watching a VOD of this video, you're seeing it. Hi, YouTube. The link was literally right there and I missed it. I was going to say something, Del, but then I was like, you know what? She'll figure it out. She'll figure it out. She'll figure it out. Who wants to tell Drax about V-tubes? Not me. I'm not going to tell him. I'm not going to tell him. Can we... Oh, you know, we could do something. Boo, 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 boo. Hi, can we take this one out? God, it's so much slower. I like how the room lights up when you chisel. Yeah, it's crazy, right? It's crazy. In the best possible way. I'm trying not to go down like a real long chisel hallway. Thanks for thanks for the ode to rammed earth. We don't see that enough or hear that enough, right? Wasn't there somebody in here a while back and they're like, hey Drax, why does it make that noise when rammed earth? Because like rammed earth doesn't make that noise. Rammed earth doesn't actually make that noise. Whoops, it's the other way around. And I'd never thought about that. I mean, like, if you're going to make a sound alert, it's got to have some kind of sound alert, right? Got to have some kind of a sound alerty kind of action. Come on. Along with the archive, I also made a sailboat out of ebony yesterday with all the flax I had planned. Wow. You made it out of ebony? Are you like are you slowly being like, hey, listen, I went from being like an okay Vintage Story player to being like, Once you start chiseling, gee, Amanda out there living the lap of VS luxury. Yeah. Oh, I built a sailboat out of ebony. No need to get ahead of yourself. I still die once every 15 minutes. How many times did you die getting ebony wood? All right, put the chisel away, Drax. Put the chisel back. I kind of want to leave this here, right? My sailboat made of ebony and purple wood. Yeah, purple heartwood. None, it's on my island. All right, I need some wood and a piece of grass. Maybe I'll make some shelves. Which is like something. So close. So close. Technoblade. I wasn't able to change the wood type during the build. Maybe the figurehead could be different. Do you have the sailboat? Do you have the sailboat mods? I don't have the sailboat mods. I just have the regular old sailboat. Was joking about the rare wood type. Yeah. Yeah. Do we have enough room to bring all this in? We do. And then do we have... I made a sailboat video, didn't I? Sailboats. I did. I'm looking for a crate. I don't think I have one though. I've got a bunch of ebony. I got a bunch of ebony I'm sitting on. I tore down all the ebony on that one island. I didn't get one seed. I felt so bad. I felt so bad. I have an ebony boat and was going to be excited to be able to change wood types out and add a purple heart in the accent coloring. Yeah, no, it has to be built to the same wood. Got to be built to the same wood. Like, I think that, yeah, I think different kinds of wood would be fun. And I also think being able to make different colored sails and putting things on the sails would be fun too. All I'm saying is that, like, we could do that instead of combat. Huh? Huh? Could do that instead of combat. Has it been 4 days? Almost. Can you chisel it at all, or even the figurehead? The figurehead can be chiseled. Yeah, Andy put a cool chiseled figurehead on my boat. It's like a glowy orb. You want to see it? I didn't do this. My chisel heads always are off. My chisel figureheads are always awful. I parked my boat and I was like, I didn't even remember what it was because I was like, wait, how is this my boat? I was like, what happened to my boat? I was like, this isn't my boat. And he's like, I put that on there to give some light. It didn't work though. But it's really cool. Yeah, it's really cool. And he's a really good chiseler. Yeah, I think on Friday when we come back, we're going to play on Friday again. I have a meeting on Friday, but we're going to play Friday night more Vintage Story. We'll be back on the server again and we'll do some more fun stuff. We'll go over and look at the island and stuff. I was trying to keep, you know, my head down and actually finish this kitchen, and I almost did. We're almost there. We're like minutes away. There's an ad break coming. I'm not going to get up and stretch though. If you need to get up and stretch, you definitely should. You definitely should. Can we... Is it a nail in the middle? Is it a... It's a saw. Where the fuck is the saw? I think I made an iron saw, if you can believe that. No, I didn't. Let's pick up everything but the saw. This is our original copper saw. Still rocking that from the first build. Just one, I think. Just one. All right, this is almost as good as my original plan. Almost as good. Boop. 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 Where the hell are you gonna put... Can we stand on this, do you think? Ha 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 ha! Drax, you've been drinking? You know what would be really cool? I don't think... If you had, like, light come through there. You can see, like, you could be able to see, like, a little bit. Alright, this is where the wood is going. I was gonna put... I guess we could put these here. Doesn't really look great, though, does it? Can we do something? Come here. Can we do, like... Tell me we've got some bricks. We do. Good. I am going to... I don't think I've never inlaid them like that. That looks pretty good, actually. And then we'll do these dudes in there. I like when I plan to do something and then like dilly-dally for a couple of hours and then actually get it done. We're gonna put up a couple of these bowls here. Maybe like one there. What else do we have? We got the shitty one. Never be able to see that down there. That looks pretty damn good, actually. That looks pretty good and pretty functional. All right, so let's put this in here. Time to make the donuts. Satisfactory, lazy handcraft only. About to finish phase 3. That's impressive. That's impressive. You like the pantry a lot? I do too. I made that by, like, that's one of those happy accidents where I was like, oh, I'm just going to throw these in the wall temporarily. And then, like, I was like, I really like the way that works. Why didn't you think about that from the get-go, Dracs? Throw that, throw that. Let's put some of this in here. We'll keep carrying this. All right. I think we can... What's more impressive is that despite being 25% amount required, it's still being 100% faster than any of the normal runs. That is impressive. Impressive. I guess we can take this out now. Put one of these in here. All right. This room's still too big to be a sealed room, though, right? Yeah. I want to rework this, but maybe just for the meantime. Maybe for the meantime. Oh, is this meat finally spoiling? 56%. Oh, no, this is the meat that we pulled out of the ground, right? See you later. Your kitchen could totally use a flower pot with a mushroom in it now. You're totally right. You're totally right. Oh, we still have, like, good food right here. Holy shit. Let's pick that up. Oh, let's take the booze down there. I think that's a smart move. Let's knock these two out. Put those in. I've been doing this thing, too, where I'm doing, like, multiple different colors of stuff just to really, you know, add a little texture to my life. Yes. Is it almost time to take a picture? I think so. All right. I'm so happy with this. We have 44 pieces of rendered fat. 44 pieces of rendered fat. We'll throw these extra ones in there. Got some more peanuts. And put this bottle of booze right there on the counter, huh? Like, it's taken me hundreds of hours to get this far on a normal amount in a normal factory, which means if I 4x these hours, it's still less. That's a lot of nuts. Hi, Gladys. How are you? Welcome in. How's your Monday? How's your Monday? Capital Prison Break complete. Welcome back, everybody. Hi. Did anybody see any good ads? Huh? What we need to do. What we need to do is cook up a little something as the final picture here. Peanut stew, I think, is what we'll make. Or I guess put fennel plant itself in a flower pot. That actually is a great idea, actually. That's actually a great idea. I like that. Like in Minecraft, right? You would find a way to redstone all of those, so when you hit one, they'd all come open. You'd have a button. You'd have a button instead of actually doing it, right? And sometimes I miss Minecraft. Sometimes I'm like, sometimes I get like an inkling, and then I'm like, no. All right, there it is, my little kitchen. Howdy, weird Monday. Things are getting very Finnish. Very Finnish. This is where the storage was originally. So we did a little bit of glass here. We did the big 3 tall doors. And then down. And then just a simple design. We're hanging off the side of the building here. A little bit of storage, a little bit of cooking area, and then fun cupboards. Or some wood in the ground if we need it. Hey! Oh man, lightning strike right outside the window. Excellent. Excellent. Man, it's so good. So good. It's not like an elaborate Dell kitchen, but it's pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. I think that, oh, we got some more of these up here. I think the next time, we're going to adventure. On Friday, we're just going to go on adventure. We're going to get in the boat and we're just going to go. And then this just needs to be cleaned up, like flattened off. And probably add glass here so you can see the pit kilns on the other side, huh? Huh? All right. Go there. Well, how much longer? Oh, it's done. Good. All right. So let's do this and we'll seal this and maybe it'll last. Oh, it's done like this now. Will I remember that I have a whole crock full of hearty peanut stew? That's the question. Will you come back on Friday to find out? I'm streaming on Wednesday, but I'm going to stream RimWorld or some kind of multiplayer game with my partner and maybe people from the community. I don't know. The stream schedule this week is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. I have stuff. I was originally going to go on a little trip this weekend, but I can't. I've got too much shit to do. Good times. I really like how this place has come together. It's functional but fun. Functional but fun. The Dracs Fantastic way. This is where I logged in this morning. This is where we'll log out. Let's go here. Thanks for the follows. If you're out there and you haven't already followed these channels, please do. You can follow here on Twitch, and if you're ever on YouTube, here's the Twitch, and there's the YouTube. There's all the links. Hit those follow buttons. So important to the streamers. A blister burst? Ooh. Oh, that's the worst. That's the worst, Del. Don't run off. Let's raid somebody. Like I said, yeah, back on Wednesday, same bat time, same bat channel, as they say, and then Friday, more Vintage Story. Factorio on the weekend on Sunday. I just got drones. Thanks for the follow. They're anonymous and they're free. Thank you. Trying to get my number up away from the teetering to fall level. It's been hovering at around the same place on Twitch. Everyone tells me not to look at it. I don't usually, but I'm telling you what. I've got a bit of an obsession. Raid a channel. Let's see. I'm raiding and running. I'm going to go watch this. I'm going to watch some of these football games. I'm going to watch the football games. Oh, look at Nicholas has got, he's playing the Oxygen Not Included. I like that game. You like that game? Let's raid a friend. Let's do this. Let's click here. Let's say that. Let's click this button. There's the raid message. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me. I was going to go a little bit longer, but then I saw that I'm torn between like wanting to stream and also knowing that the World Cup only comes every 4 years and it's one of my favorite things. So I'm torn between two things that I love, which is what a great place to be for me. What a great place to be for me. Everybody, thank you so much for the resubs. Thanks for the Ko-fi membership. Thank you for the bits and the bobs and everything in between. Have a great rest of your day, morning, evening, wherever you are on this big blue orb. Lots of love and kisses. I will see you on Wednesday. I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye, 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 bye. Say hello to Nicholas. It looks like he's being rated by somebody else right now. Is he being rated? No? All right. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, bye, bye.